Man, I love that fucking bridge. Gosh, this song still gets me hype. It's been out for a minute, and I still, whenever it comes up in a playlist or, whatever, or shuffle, I get so stoked. Anyways, welcome to Song Surgery. My name is Pat Tarpey. I am a writer, producer, and mixer here in Nashville, Tennessee. And in this series, I break down songs like this and others that I've done with largely independent artists. I'm independent myself as well. No one's got any pub deals. No one's got any record deals. We're just doing the damn thing, boots on the ground. Middle-class music, I like to call it. So, let's talk about this song. This song is called Miss Universe. It was written and performed by the artist Samantha Jayne. Sam's a good friend of mine. We've had another one of her songs on the channel. I think like 5 people watched it. Very cool. Really love YouTube. And just kidding. Not really. But yeah, she had a song on here already, and that was cool. It's a cool thing to me because this song, Sam had decided at this point that she was no longer interested in doing the country thing. A lot of people come to Nashville and they're like, I'm going to do country, or I'm going to have a foot in country, or Americana, or whatever the fuck, Southern music, but not like trap. That kind of thing. And, after a few years of Sam gigging and playing and writing and doing the country thing, she decided that it wasn't for her, which, as a producer, it's really fun to work alongside of an artist and be a part of their development arc. And even though there's, that's kind of like, oh, well, changing direction, sad. It's actually super cool that, people can move through their musical journey and they can arrive at these decisions and go, you know what? I don't want to play by these country rules. And I don't want to get shot by the country mafia. But in Sam's case, it was a great decision because country's really fucking hard to be a part of, man. Like, there's all kinds of unspoken rules and, not to get all political, but it's really hard for female country artists to do just about anything other than, write songs about lighting a dude's truck on fire or some shit like that. But anyways, enough of that before I get crucified. So this song, Miss Universe, Sam brought it in. It's just the two of us on this track. She brought in the lyric. It was like 95% done, or maybe 90, I don't remember. And comes in and we have our usual, songwriting production session. We start off with some therapy. We're talking about where everyone's at in their personal lives. And Sam had written this song because she was like, man, I feel like I'm just watching all of my friends find these relationships and fall in love. And I'm just asking Miss Universe, like, yo, when am I going to get mine, dude? And she played it on her acoustic and I was like, I love this. Let's rock with it. So that's the writing portion of it. We basically made a skeleton. She sang a rough vocal. Peace out. Good luck, Pat. Have fun. I'm excited because we're no longer constrained to the, bumpers of country or pop country. And we get to just kind of fucking pull out all the stops, do whatever we want. So, first call for me. This is a song that's driven by acoustic guitar. I call up Warren Garrett. Warren has done a bunch of stuff for me. In terms of being a co-writer, I've produced him as an artist, and he's played guitar for me a ton. And no different here. He comes in with his old Taylor and lays down some beautiful acoustics that we're about to listen to, and that builds the foundation of the whole song. And then I get to go play producer around that. So, rambling over, let's listen from intro through chorus 1, and then we'll go back, break things down, talk about arrangement.
My God, it's happening again. Love struck another one of my friends. There's tears I'm trying to keep in, 'cause I'm happy for her. Yes, I am, yes, I am. It sounds fucked, I know, but it just ain't right. Wish it was me this time. I'm sorry if I'm being a little selfish. This taste in my mouth is absolutely bitter. I'm doing my best to swallow back all this jealous, but it's all coming up and I'm crying, screaming, what the fuck? Oh, Miss Universe, I paid my dues and I've done my time. I'm fucked up, please, Miss Universe, when's the turn gonna be mine?
Woo! God damn, I love the song. All right, what did we hear? Basically, I guess if I had to describe this song, it's kind of like if Gracie Abrams was, I'm not sure if I can say this word, I'm not sure if it's cancelable in 2025, but I'm going to say it anyway, a gypsy. If Gracie Abrams was a gypsy who was feeling scorned by the universe and not finding love. Please let me know in the comments below if gypsy is in fact a word that can get you canceled. I'm going to keep saying it and plead ignorance because I truly don't know. I just get the visual of people in really cool clothes that live out of like a caravan kind of situation, and they do like whoop and they like clap their hands and shit and castanets somehow. I don't know. That's what I get out of this. And canceled before he even gets to 50 subscribers. All right, so let's talk about the intro. I mean, essentially intro and verse are basically just acoustic guitars. And specifically when Warren was playing, I was like, dude, and Warren's a very precise player, and sometimes as a producer, I'll either via editing or in the tracking phase, I'll be like, all right, dude, play it like super tight, like copy paste what you did on the first pass, and we'll pan them hard left and right. Old metal instincts kicking in. But for this one, I was like, you know, they can be a little different, you know what I mean? They can be a little looser, they can feel a little bit less like locked the fuck in. They can be a little bit more, they can have personality. So let's listen to the two guitars. And we hit them with the old flanger chorus on the left guitar. And then we have those two just kind of playing. We dry them up, take all those weird effects off. So you can hear that his guitar on the right is basically just like straight. They're both straight eighth note, but like he's doing a little bit more embellishment on the left. There's a little bit more character, a little bit more personality, just to keep things interesting for the listener. A little excitement in the sides. Those guitars just have a little room verb. What do we got going on there? Vintage verb on the very small ambience mode, which is not to be confused with small ambience. This is very different, very small. Nothing smaller. And then there's a tension track here. I don't know why I called it that, I guess. It's pretty tense, actually. Kind of sounds like it would be in like a documentary or a horror movie. Just a little one-note pad. I've got the plug-in kickstart on it just for that kind of pulsing sort of sidechain feel. And we just kind of carry that on until we get to the pre, where we add a couple of interesting sounds. And again, it's kind of messy. Like they're not playing the same part. They're playing different parts. They're washy, they're verby, they're moody. And that is all doing what? What is it doing, class? What is it doing, all two of you that are watching? It's serving the lyric. It's emotional.
It sounds fucked, I know, but it just ain't right. Wish it was me this time.
She's very sad. Now we get into the chorus. And what do we do in the chorus? We hit him with the old razzle dazzle. Instead of the chorus going boom, the chorus goes boom. And it does not get gigantic. It gets like schmedium. And again, getting back to the G word, the gypsies, I thought like, oh man, how fun would it be for this to have like some claps, but like not your standard like pop clap. What about some like gypsy claps? You know what I mean? It's a vibe. It's a mood already. And you'll also hear, pay attention to Sam's vocal melodies as we get further in. That scoop? I'm sorry, but that scoop with the clap, I mean, if that doesn't immediately paint a picture, then, you know, I suck and I deserve all of the non-subscribers that I have. And so the first half of the chorus is down like that. We just are doing our acoustics again with some effects. We're doing the claps. We're doing the gypsies. We're getting canceled. And then back half of the chorus, now it's time to get big. Come on, let's get big. Bring in a bunch of harms. Let's listen to the BGV package.
What the fuck? On this universe, I pay my dues and I've done my time. I'm fucked.
And you'll notice that we bring in more harmonies on certain words than other words. Why? For lyrical impact. Wow. We're so smart. That's some pretty like SAT level thinking right there, folks. And that kind of whole thing rides out. The only things that we really add, we add the low end, but we use a synthesized low end. because it's not country. We can do that. We can mix synthesized elements with organic acoustic elements and have a great time doing it. You hear me? And then out of the chorus, we just hit a little post, a little turnaround, very simple, a little energy let down. We brought the listener up. Now we lay them back down gently with consent. Verse 2, very simple again. The only thing we really add here is kind of a 4 on the floor kick. That boom, 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 boom. And then we add a couple of like ambient guitar elements as the thing progresses. This little guy. I love that sound. That actually, wow, a little core memory triggered for my metalhead fans. I don't know if you guys know the band Tesseract, but they're the guitar players, I believe, in that band produced that band, and they released a pack of Axe Effects presets, and that's one of theirs. Love that thing. Anyways, that's basically it for verse 2. Nothing too crazy. We hit it with a pre again. Oh, guitars are soloed.
Who said nothing, no reason to be? I mean, seriously, I'm sorry if I'm being a little selfish. This taste in my mouth is absolutely bitter.
So, chorus 2, largely the same. We're still doing the G word claps, the cancellation claps, if you will, and keeping the low end the same. The acoustics are the same. Only thing that we also kind of add in addition is that neat little, this guy here. So I'm just arpeggiating some chords there. Oh, Uther Dog's here. Hey, buddy. Oh, he's telling me it's dinner time. It's almost dinner time. Sorry, I don't know if you guys can see him. He's down there. Good dog. Yeah, that's basically it. We kind of keep that cool arpeggiated thing, just a little more reverb, a little more size. And then we're playing some games in the BGVs again. We're doing those like, here's a word, take away a word. Here's a sustained harmony, and then some, you know, I guess we call them like emphasis harmonies, or they're almost like punctuation in a way. Like they're just making certain words pop.
I'm sorry if I'm being a little selfish. This taste in my mouth is absolutely bitter.
So yeah, I'm harmonizing with Sam there. Not always a great call to mix male-female BGV on a female-fronted song, but sometimes it's cool. We took a shot. Now, the motherfucking Peace Day Resistance. I don't know how you say that. But yes, the bridge. So now we've filled up chorus 2. It's big. It's, you know, it's really chock full of everything. How much more full could it get? I'll show you how much more full. Very full. So, we add some serious drama there. Obviously, Sam's changing up the melody and the delivery of the vocal, and it's more of like a pleading thing and just like a, Jesus, I'm over it. And what do we do to complement that? Let's go into here and see what we added. I believe, yes, there's a glockenspiel. There is, if you go back and listen to great movie soundtracks through time, whenever there's a fucking glockenspiel, something cool's happening. So I was like, you know what? It's time for the Glock. I'm going to pop the trunk and bust out the Glock on this prick. And by this prick, I mean you, valued viewer. So we bust out the Glock on him, boo boo, brr, brr, and then we hit him with that post-rock guitar lead. And to me, that is just a big recipe for epic. So you combine those elements with the existing big old fat arrangement. What you got yourself is an overproduced song, which is sort of my MO. Oh, there's also other things happening. Jesus Christ, Patrick. Yeah, I am a bit of a size queen when it comes to production, but a song like this and a lyric like this really lends itself to that kind of size. It's epic. So then what do? We brought the listener all the way up here. That's you, valued viewer. All two of you. And then we have to let them down gently again. So immediately we just reduce some elements right there. You can see there's some automation moves here. We mute some of those ambient things. We leave some of the other ones. But we're taking away, and we're getting down to the point where we can hit a down chorus.
Can't seem to find. I'm sorry if I'm being a little selfish. This taste in my mouth is absolutely bitter. I'm doing my best to swallow back all this jealous.
Possibly an overcompressed vocal there. I probably should have automated that to be less compressed. But I am who I am. I did what I did.
But now I'm crying, screaming, what the fuck?
Hit him with the other old razzle dazzle, the old 1-2 punch of the old arrangement suck out isolated vocal.
But now I'm crying, screaming, what the fuck?
Tricks like that can get really fucking boring if you do them every 5 seconds, but this felt like the right moment to do it. We came out of the epic bridge. We laid the listener back down gently with consent, and then all of those pretty things that are happening and keeping the energy low, we take it all away. We give and we take from you, valued viewer, and then we bring it all back. We give it to you full again. And then we actually, for chorus 3, I think we actually brought all, and by we I mean me again. It's that constant fucking weird. You're on the internet, so you say we whenever you're making videos, but it's really just me. And not that I think that that makes me better than anybody. It doesn't. I'm just saying it's one fucking dude here, which is why the vocals are overcompressed in the down chorus, because I can't keep track of everything. We bring back those really epic bridge elements, and then normally I'm an advocate to end a song on a final chord, bring, usually the 1, because I'm not that original. And but in this case, I thought that because the bridge lyric was really powerful and it was really cool, really emotional, that it might be neat to go again from big soaring energy, bring it back down, and the kind of like let the listener sit with all of the epic things that just happened. And that is a wrap, man. I don't know what anybody learned out of that. Hopefully it was at least a little bit entertaining and educational. But that is the conclusion of our episode. I have been Pat Tarpey. If you liked what you saw here, like it. If you hated it, let me know in the comments. Valued viewer, or all 2 or 3 of you that are probably going to see this, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. It's making content in the early stages of channel growth, man, is a pretty depressing experience. You're like, all right, I got to build this algorithmic trust and just pray that what I'm doing is good. So if you like what you see, please let me know. If you hate it, also please let me know. And if you have any requests for, doing different kinds of videos, also let me know. For now, I'm out. Love yourself, love your friends, keep making great music, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.